So let me tell you what happened. Um, Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and I need to talk to y'all about this build. Okay, so let's talk about it. So this is Bubblegum. It is the latest entry in my monochrome home series. It is pink. It is a pink monochrome house. Y'all, I built this house back in November. I built this house in November 2021. It is now June. So November, December, January, March, April, May, June. 7 months ago, I built this house. Okay. So let me tell you what happened. Okay, see what had happened was, no, in all seriousness, when I first built this house, I was very excited for it. I'm pretty sure I probably got the floor plan from that website that I use, houseplans.com. And if I remember correctly, this house ended up being a lot bigger than what I intended it to be. I think overall it has 5 bedrooms, but not all of them are bedrooms. Some of them are offices, 3 bathrooms if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, a while ago on my channel, I stopped doing big builds due to time constraints when I was still finishing up my undergrad degree. When I built this house, I was a different Hannah. I was a lot more picky. I was a lot more of a perfectionist at that time. And if you've been keeping up with my channel for a while, in my earlier builds, I used to talk about how I would struggle with being a perfectionist in every one of my builds and how it was stressing me out. And this build is a demonstration of that time period. And so I think raw footage ended up being 6 hours that it took me to build this house. Now, being that I have improved from my perfectionism and I found what works for me, which is I keep my CC that I use in houses very small. Would it still have taken me 6 hours to build this? Probably not. It would have taken me time, but I probably could have gotten it done in 3 to 4 hours, potentially, if I was like really moving through everything. But that was not the case with this house. My speed builds are sped up to 365%. So at 365%, all of the footage unedited was 1 hour and 56 minutes. Ain't nobody got time to sit through 1 hour and 56 minute speed build. So I had to chop this video down, which is it stopping now at around like 18 minutes. So with all of that, the video may look a little bit choppy as we get along because I started editing this video probably in November and I'm finishing editing it in June of the next year. So as we get further along in the build, I had to cut out some certain parts because if not, we would have been here forever. And you will see the full build. I do an overview of the complete build, and I'm happy that I did that when I was making this video. Now another thing is, being as though it's been so long since I made this, I don't have all of the original CC. So in the screenshots that you will see, I just took them. I didn't take them the first time I made this house, so I had to replace a couple of things with what I had. So there aren't photos of every single room because some of the items are just gone and I don't have them anymore. So I will list what I can in the description bar below of, you know, the CC used. We all know that I'm not the best at being timely with listing CC, but most of it is probably similar to what I use. I use Harry Felix Andre. I know I used Peacemaker, Hudson Bathroom, Anostia. I still don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. Sunday Sims, like pretty KHG, Winter 9, SYB. I pretty much use the same people. Simmer Kate I use. So the same creators that I still use to this day, I used when making this. So that's just like a brief verbal list of the content creators that I used. At least off the top of my head, it could be a couple more people, but I don't have the CC anymore, so I'm not even 100% sure. But yeah, so I will do my best to describe this. I don't build family houses that often. It's just not. I've taken to building a lot smaller. Oh, I'm so far away from the microphone. I've taken to building a lot smaller builds. I try to make sure that my stuff doesn't look the same, but I do have a style that I like. So it is possible that it will look the same often. But like I said, with this house, it was supposed to be pink. It was the latest installment in the series, and pink is my favorite color, so I really tried to do my best. There are certain colors that I have an easy time building with because there's just more of them, like pink, white, black, blue. And so with this one, I didn't really struggle that much. I will say what stands out to me is in the kitchen. I started to struggle because there is a blank space against the wall, which you will see when you get there in the video, and I turned it into a bar. I guess you could say my kryptonite is blank walls. I'm not one who thinks that every wall has to have something along it. However, if there is a huge long strip of wall and it's just bare, I don't really like it, so I try to find something to put there. When I built this video, I was very much so more a perfectionist. So it took me forever to figure out what to do with that wall. But we eventually figured it out. So off the top of my head, there is on the first floor, the master bedroom, a child's room, or a master bedroom bathroom, child's room, bathroom, which is so cute. I love the way that child's bedroom, bathroom turned out. And then an office. Upstairs, there's a teen's bedroom, bathroom, another office? No, I think so. Oh, I forgot. Y'all will know better than I do. Editing Hannah will know better. I know that there is like a movie lounge, a little deck area, terrace, whatever you want to call it. And then there's some space up in the hallway to just sit and chill in. So there's a lot of seating. I will say I do remember that was another difficulty that I had with this house. I just felt like there was so much seating and I didn't like that, but it's fine. At the end of the day, I absolutely love the way that this house turned out. I think it's stunning. And, you know, it's amazing, you know, just segueing a little bit, but it's still on topic. One of the things I have loved about YouTube game is being able to see yourself progress, hopefully. You know, like I said, I filmed this 7 months ago. And as I was editing this, I was in shock to see that this is how I used to build, that I used to be so hesitant, so picky, so hard on myself. I feel like when I first built this house, I didn't see how stunning it actually was. I didn't appreciate the hard work and effort that I had put into it. I didn't like it. I couldn't explain why I didn't like it. You know, now looking back, I'm just like, wow, like that's really how I used to build stuff. And I just remember how I used to stress myself out, and I made myself fall out of love with building because I was so focused on being perfect. For who? I don't know. But I was so focused on being perfect that I wasn't enjoying being in the moment of the build. I wasn't enjoying the craft. I wasn't, you know, I definitely did use the printed wallpaper above the bar. And you know what, in the screenshots, I don't know if that printed wallpaper is there. It's okay. But I wasn't allowing myself to live in the moment of the build, have fun, be creative, express myself. Because I've always said, and I still say, Sims is my creative outlet because I'm not a drawer, but I know how to put things together. So Sims is the medium that allows me to do that. So, you know, progression is such a beautiful thing. Growth is such a beautiful thing. And it's even more beautiful when you can go back and see your past self do it, because it can give you that reminder that you may need in the present that tells you, hey, you know what? You're doing a great job. Like, take it easy on yourself. You're doing fantastic. You are not the same that you were. And this video alone proved that to me today, that I am not the same person that I was 7 months ago. I'm not even the same person that I was last night. And it's so beautiful. So congratulate yourself on the things that you do. Take the time to recognize your accomplishments and all of the amazing things that you do. I don't know how to turn into like a motivational speech, but y'all know how I be. Congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back, and realize that you are progressing. You may not see it all the time, but you are. And if you have to document it, and so that you can go back when you need to and see how different you are today from where you once were, then do that. So I was so happy because I forgot that I built this. I had planned out to build a pink house in the next coming weeks. And then I don't even know what reminded me of it. I was looking at my hard drive, and I was like, oh, bubblegum. I completely forgot. So I'm like looking for the footage. And I was like, oh, I don't know where the footage is at. So I found it, and I found all the other pieces that were, you know, make up a video and all that. And then I realized that I had only been 9 minutes into editing an hour and 58 minutes worth of footage. So like I said, I just watching it back, I was like, wow, like, I don't even build like that. I'm so more laxed and calm. And this isn't the video that I plan to upload first. I have another video ready that's a part of the monochrome series, which would be up next after this one. But I'm so happy that I saw this one today. It's yeah. So anyway, back to actual sim talk. Pink house, monochrome house, modern style. My build style is pretty modern. I personally go for more of a I don't want to say minimalist because it's not minimalist, but I just only put the furniture that I necessarily need in a house, which I know is like the definition of a minimalist, but I like the core items, but not too much. I like the core more than I like furniture pieces, but I don't like to overly decorate things. So if I overly decorate something, it's intentional in the game. In this case, that wasn't the goal. The goal was just pink, to be honest. But the color palette in my game is pretty neutral. So thankfully, I feel as though I was able to successfully pull off this goal. Even though everything is pink across the different bedrooms, I tried to give each one its own personality. And I think you'll see that difference in the teens room. There is a specific look, because I didn't want it to just be all like bubblegums and princessy and I don't know, whatever else is pink. You know, I didn't want that. I still wanted it to have a certain style to it. So I tried to differentiate that more in the bedrooms than I could anywhere else. And again, I absolutely love the way that this house turned out. I think it's fantastic. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me for this voiceover. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And let me know, would you live in a house like this? Could you? And out of any of my monochrome houses, which I do have a playlist up on my channel, could you live in any of them? Or if someone asked you to live here, I don't know if I could live in a house like this. If it was like an Airbnb and a short trip, then I could do it. But to actually like own an all pink house, it's my favorite color, but I don't like it that much to sit there and live in it all the time. So yeah, but nonetheless, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do apologize that you won't get to see all of it in the screenshots, but I do the best that I can. And I will see you in my next video.